50%
New Doctor Who, Connor. We have just...
It's out, baby!
After 13 months, I have pulled my hungover ass out of bed and watched some Doctor Who at 4:30 in the morning.
Oh, Aiden, what time were we supposed to watch it?
I'm so sorry, Connor.
2:30?
Yep.
Yeah, that's so unlike you.
Yeah.
But you pulled through in the end. I got to watch it twice because when you went to watch it the first time, I was watching it the second time.
Bloody alcohol, mate. I tell you what.
It's the booze, man. Drunkard.
So I've just had to do the hungover drive of shame to the studio. Buy a bloody McMuffin on the way. We were good. We were fine. Pound it all up. Let's go. Let's talk. We got the Star Beast today, Connor. That's what's important. We're talking about the Star Beast.
Written by Russell T Davies, directed by Rachel Talalay.
The first of all 3 60th anniversary specials.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
There's a lot to talk about. Connor and I I've been setting up in the studio and all that. Connor and I have not spoken about it at all. We've not even shared a glance to let on what we think or feel. There's so much to talk about as well.
I'm dying to hear your thoughts.
I think it's worth saying that this is super raw reaction. There's probably some stuff we'll miss talking about that is super important.
And opinions might change.
And opinions might change and will change, genuinely. They will. So, very raw. Connor, I'm scared to ask. The Star Beast...
I'm scared to ask you.
It's the old story. I don't have my computer to type on today, which makes me feel a little lost.
I'm scared to ask you. I know what you're going to say.
Actually, you know what? Should we have that as a bit of a tease? Should we have a bit of a tease, Connor?
Oh, God. I don't know what you're going to say, and I'm so nervous.
This is our first episode since the actual 60th anniversary day. Happy 60 years of Doctor Who.
Happy Doctor Who Day we dropped a In the Forest of the Shite review. Watch
along on Doctor Who Day. Yeah.
Which was a hit.
What did you do on Doctor Who Day itself?
I went to work.
Well, okay. Did you do anything Doctor Who related? I don't need to know your fucking shit schedule.
I don't think I did. What did I do first? I can't even remember. I think I just that's right. I got Uber Eats and I watched H3.
Right. So there's nothing Doctor Who.
Nah. I watched that shit enough.
I watched The Girl in the Fireplace.
Cool. I was going to rewatch The Runaway Bride and just didn't get around to it.
Fair. And then
they dropped a clip though, so I rewatched that like 100 times.
Basically watched an episode.
Pretty much.
And then on the 24th, I watched that Dalek, the Dalek's colorized re-edit.
Yeah.
It's like cut down from 7 25-minute parts into a 75-minute part.
And your review of that?
Not great, I'll be honest. Super fast. I like the idea conceptually, but I thought there was some terrible editing decisions in there, and I could tell what they were going for. And this is as someone as well that has not seen the original Dalek serial. I thought it was a hot mess of an edit. So I'm not here being...
That's the second Hartnell story.
Yeah.
Cry.
I'm not here trying to be like, this... I'm not trying to preserve 7 parts, because I know some people are like, oh, but you missed so many bits. I don't know what I'm missing. I just watched it as a new viewer, and would much have rather watched the Dalek movie, because it is the exact same story, and the 75-minute edit just genuinely makes it seem exactly like the movie that we saw with Peter Cushing. So
I said the second William Hartnell story. I meant the first.
Of course, because
my apologies.
Unearthly Child no longer exists.
It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
Have we left them hanging for long enough about the Star Beast?
I'm so scared to hear what you say. I know what you're going to say, and I know what my reply is going to be.
Do you want to? You go first.
Okay, I'll say this. All right. When I first watched it, I think naturally and understandably, I think going into it, I think I was watching it and I was like, I know I'm liking this, but like, I don't know if I'm fully on board. And I finished it and I was like, oh shit, like, I don't know how I feel about that. And then luckily you messaged me and said, I just woke up. So I was like, I really feel like I need a rewatch. Rewatched it and enjoyed it so much more.
Yeah, okay.
And I think it's just I think it is like pretty much what I think we were going to think it was going to be. Like, it's not anything huge, but I think it's like a return to formula.
Yeah.
And it is very much, I think, a first of 3 parts.
Yeah, kind of. It sort of does its own thing. You get you get obviously the end, but you also get the boss. The boss. The Mr. Toymaker himself. That's so Russell, isn't it? Just a little tease like that.
So
I'll
go
tell
on,
the boss.
go on. Don't leave me hanging.
I don't know. I think we just end the pod.
All right.
I think we just in general, not just this
don't
episode.
ever tell me how you feel.
I never will tell you how I feel. Look, okay, this is episode 60 minutes, right? Longer than we actually thought when we did those. Like 3 minutes longer than we thought. I think, obviously, Russell's back in the chair, and I think you can tell in a really good way. I think you're in safe hands. You feel safe. I'll be honest. A lot of this episode didn't work for me.
Okay.
Not a lot. Not. I'm not here to bag it or anything like that. But because like the story and everything like that, it all did work. You know, all the clogs that went along worked. There was moments that worked really well. But unfortunately for me, genuinely, I felt like it was like a episode better suited for TikTok.
Right.
Like there's great little moments and scenes that I think if you're scrolling through your TikToks, because that's what a lot of TV people do these days.
Yeah.
Like it'll look cool on your TikTok or whatever. I think as a 60-minute episode, I thought the pacing was horrific.
Yeah, it was the pacing was really, it was so far. Like it started and it just like, it started like 100 miles per hour.
It did.
It didn't really have time to breathe, I feel like.
And I as soon as it started and we were off and into it, I was like, oh, hold on a minute, we could be in a bit of trouble here. And then it started to slow down, and I was like, okay, we're catching up, because a lot of episodes of Who sometimes, you know, they hit it out really quick, and then they slow down and you build from there.
Yeah.
But I felt like this slowed down and it didn't slow down for long enough, and then we were moving really fast again. And I think the second act was the best for me. I thought that's where I felt like I had a good amount of time to like breathe with the characters whilst we push the plot forward and have some cool action set pieces in there. I think Rachel did a fantastic job directing. I think there was awesome stuff in there. Awesome stuff. But I guess I left the episode just thinking like, yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
I didn't leave going like, oh, we're back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I didn't. Yeah. As much as I think David and Catherine haven't missed a beat, they were by far the standouts of this episode for me. They were fantastic. I definitely did find myself going, by the end of it, I don't feel recaptured.
Yeah.
The way that I wanted to be.
Yeah.
I don't, this is the one that was meant to be like the noble family thing, but it a lot of it just didn't, I didn't feel like I was revisiting season 4 in a way that I feel like the episode was supposed to. Like, I don't think that's me putting expectations on the episode. I think that was the aim of this episode, was let's give that series 4 vibe, and I just didn't really get that from it. You talk. That's my broad strokes.
No, I think that's exactly how I felt when I watched it the first time. Maybe a bit more positive than that.
Yeah.
I think that a rewatch will do you wonders, but I think for, especially with it being 60 minutes, I do think it tried to really do a lot, and it didn't really give you a second to breathe. Also, can I just say, with Peace and Love, not only do I think it was completely unnecessary, because I think the episode handled it really well, the opening shot, it looked so bad.
Terrible.
And this is supposed to be the big budget, and that's the opening shot.
Yeah.
It looked like the close-ups were so much better.
Yeah.
But I thought it was just like incredibly unnecessary. Put it this way, okay? I mean, it's a Piece of Love. When I watch it with my family tonight, I'm just going to start it with the title sequence because I just think it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
It looked really bad.
It did.
Considering it's supposed to be. This is the first thing we see.
It was a bit cringe. I'd throw the C word at it. Cringy.
It's the first thing we see, and it's this big new budget of Who.
Yeah.
And it's this like cardboard cutout of David Tennant on like a green screen.
My Google can do remove background better than that green screen was keyed out.
That really scared me that no one said that might be a bad idea.
Yeah. See, I early reviews came out a few days ago of the Star Beast, and one of the reviews specifically mentioned they're like, it's a weird way to start. They do this 2-camera conversation thing. And my initial thought of that was, let's not judge it beforehand. And I thought they were going to go down the more It's a Sin route, where they're talking to camera and they're walking through sets and it's like high energy and it feels like it's built in the script. This for me, and I'll happily put my hands up and say I'm wrong about this if I am. This for me was a Disney decision. Because do you remember, like a year ago or 6 months ago in Doctor Who magazine,
Russell said about the opening shot being the shot of London.
Yeah, but no, what I'm saying is, he said that Disney had some thoughts about the opening.
Right.
And that he needed to do something different with the opening or whatever.
Yeah.
So I do think this is a Disney thing, and I hate it. I thought it was dreadful. And that's the thing. I don't think we needed it. I thought the episode
We didn't.
played on really well without it.
You're so right. Like I feel
No, you're
like,
right. You said the point first.
Yeah, but like it felt so tagged on.
It did.
And it just felt so unnecessary.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no. Oh no. What is going on? It just like, I wouldn't mind, but it just felt so last minute.
Yeah.
And I think just due to it being so last minute, it genuinely looked really bad.
It did.
It's so sad.
My show!
My beautiful show.
is ruined!
God damn it, Disney! Bro, it was so bad.
The mouse is like, they won't get it!
They don't understand what's going on.
This is like, and I think this is what killed me as well, is that every fucking interview, every promo, every part leading up to this special has had like David Tennant or Russell or Catherine explicitly be like, yeah, so, you know, the Doctor and Donna, they were best friends. They used to travel together, and now he can't remind her. He can't.
She will die.
It's like every bit of marketing was reminding the audience
all the
of
trailers
this stuff.
as well. How many times do we have to hear Donna say?
They all trailed it.
Sometimes I lie in bed thinking I'm missing something.
And so the moment this POV, so fourth wall breaking thing happened, I was like, come on, like,
oh, brother
in Christ. Anyways, do you think, by the way, slightly off topic,
Yeah.
We've been talking all week, sending memes about how Disney Plus, obviously they posted the trailer, which was great on their socials, but they haven't marketed it on Disney
Not
Plus at all. They're marketing all their,
Really
like,
fucks me off.
their Walmart
The Naughty
movies and stuff like that.
The Naughty Nine, which everyone is so excited for.
And like even the episode had dropped, and I was expecting it to be like number one on the banner. Nothing there on Disney Plus. It just came up on like the little recently added, just a small little icon.
It was second on recently added for me, and I was like, second?
What?
It just
You're saying something came out within the last 2 hours?
Second? Why?
But do you think?
I'm laughing my pain away. I'm literally fucking losing it.
Do you think? My first thought when I saw that was, do you think that they know that this isn't, and not in terms of quality of the episode, do you think that they know this isn't a good jumping on point? So Disney Plus is going to market season 1 as the whole, like, this is the new jumping on point, because I don't think this is a good jumping on point. Not episode.
That's what I mean. Like, unfortunately, I think that, like, I don't think this will bring in new fans.
No, it's fucked.
And
Just close the club. Close Doctor Who. We've had a good run.
No,
We're done. Close the door.
I've acted like I hated it. I actually quite enjoyed it, but like
I smiled a lot in the episode.
it's just like, this is what I fucking knew was going to happen. It's so much hype. I feel like it was so hard to get it right.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that this won't bring on new fans.
Okay,
unfortunately,
let's not go so deep down the negative rabbit hole.
Well, I was going to say, get ready if you're like, I didn't like it. I loved the new title sequence.
Oh, okay.
What about you?
I didn't at all.
Oh, here we go. You just said everything negative.
I know. I wasn't expecting us to talk about the title sequence.
Well, that's the next thing that happens.
You're so right.
I loved it.
I liked the credit sequence at the end. I thought that the tunnel there looked great. But I thought it summarized the episode. Do you know what I mean? Like, I thought it was so quick and all these different shots zooming in and stuff. And I was like, brother, I just want one shot of the TARDIS and we follow the TARDIS through the vortex. I'm a simple man. But this was like every 2 seconds you're cutting, you're crash zooming in. But the thing that fucked me off, I can deal with all that. The thing that fucked me off was that it was all out of time. The names didn't come up in sync with the tune. And it was so short. It just started to get going, and then it was like, oh, on with the episode. We have no time for the title sequence.
We're already in a rush. Let's just get this out of the way.
We don't need this. I did appreciate that they gave a story credit to the guys that did the original Star Beast, because Who does adapt media. You know, they pull from Big Finish at times and stuff like that, and often they get the writers back, so that's fine. Mm-hmm. to do the adaptations. So I appreciate that this was quite similar to the source material, I think. And so they pulled from that. Okay, let's do some positives. Like I said, David and Catherine, fantastic. And the whole gang. I'm so glad we got time with Sean, because Sean was funny as fuck.
Neris gets a fucking fat... I love that Neris got a fat mention. I was really hoping for that.
I love the...
Neris told me.
How's she doing?
Yeah.
She's... After the accident.
She's well. Well, not well. Yeah.
That gave me a good laugh.
That was a good way to bring up, I think, the lottery money, which was at 188 million.
The rollover. The triple rollover.
Which got all donated to charity.
Yeah, man. Children in need.
Interesting.
They saw Destination Scaro and they were like, let's
do this.
Let's donate.
Yeah, I think the start was like, yeah, I think it was like, it was really cool to see like the Doctor run into Donna, obviously, but yeah, I just feel like everything felt like it was on like a time schedule, and like you didn't really have a second to breathe. Like it's instantly like, you know, the Doctor runs into Donna again. I feel like that scene was just rushed, and then like the spaceship comes out and it's like, okay, running after this, bro. And it's like
crazy shit.
It's like I kind of like, again, I'm sounding negative, but I actually did enjoy the episode. I just think that like it was just really quick, like really fast. Like didn't have a second to. I mean, it's been 15 years.
I think that's what sort of killed me the most watching it, was that none of the things. And yes, there's fan hype behind the Doctor and Donna reunited and stuff like that. But I don't think there was ever a moment where the Doctor was like, Donna, like wasn't super excited. And I didn't. Maybe this is me and first watch, 100% just a first watch sort of thing.
These are very fresh thoughts.
But I didn't feel the stakes of them meeting, of the Doctor, of Donna remembering the Doctor. I never felt the stakes throughout the episode at all. I thought that the Doctor was way too just like willy-nilly just getting involved with Donna and stuff. I wanted more of him having to be secretive. You know, End of Time? It's like the Doctor and Wilf are purposely meeting away, you know, out the back of the house where Donna's not around. Whereas this, I felt like the Doctor just like walked in and was like, blah, 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 blah.
If she remembers me, she does. Da, 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 da,
yeah, I don't really care. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, he literally says like, well, she remembers me, she'll die. Not, seeing me's a bit different. It's like,
which is true though, because at the end
it's still risky though.
Because at the end of Journey's End, he rocks up and he's like, bye, Donna. She's like, right.
See ya.
Yeah, see ya.
I like the whole noble household thing was really cool.
That's why the second act was the best for me.
I really liked the. Okay. I've really got to be careful how I word this. One thing I really liked was, I think, a way they handled transphobia really well was those kids going across on the bike and calling Rose by her old name. Mm-hmm. I think that was done really well, and I don't think that was cringy. I really liked Sylvia misgendering and like correcting herself and just trying to understand it.
Yep.
I thought that whole dynamic was really cool. And then with Beep, who is evil, by the way.
Evil Meep.
I don't know if you saw that coming, Aiden.
Never.
But
I actually didn't. I
like the change. It was really cool with the teeth and the evil eyes.
Yeah,
and
really.
The voice.
Not the best
really
CGI in the world, but that's okay.
It was definitely got worse when it went to.
I know. It was so weird. It looked amazing. Cube Meep looked fantastic, and the moment it went evil, it was like, oh, this Disney money's not doing much.
Let's spend money on the beginning and forget about this Beep the Meep character.
Let's spend money on the beginning, but not the first shot.
People will be confused if we don't do this. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was actually... I forgot... No, I didn't forget that Meep was evil, but I thought that in this iteration they were just going with that the Meep was just a good guy. But then they pulled that twist when the Doctor, for some reason, put on a wig.
I like that.
Oh, I thought it was cringe. I thought it was cringe. No. David, this cord is in... What are you doing, mate? That's not David's fault, but... I didn't like that.
I think a rewatch will help you with that.
Maybe.
Or maybe I'm just in denial.
We have to talk about the Sonic.
Oh dear, we are in trouble now. Aiden, you killing me with this shit.
No, you know what? I hate the concept of everything they did with the Sonic in this episode. I hate it so much. I loved when he started doing his little bibbidi bop boop
with the ship.
Mm-hmm. I thought that was great. Yeah. I loved that a lot. For some reason, it was something about Murray's score as well. It was exciting, and it was like, this is new Doctor Who. This is where we're taking it. I liked that. I even, somehow, I really liked the force field scene. But it just makes you think now, from now on, whenever the Doctor's got a little bit of time in an action sequence, can he put up a force field?
How much is it going to be used?
There'll be so many times in the future where we're like, why didn't he just whip up the force field? I like how it took time to do, because that makes you be like, okay, he can't just do this willy-nilly. He has to spend time building this force field. I like that we saw the force fields break, because it does mean this isn't like a...
It just doesn't stay up.
There is stuff about it, but... At the end of the day, why? Why do we need it? But anyway, that doesn't matter. The thing that got me was teleporting in the war.
That was interesting. That just seemed like, that to me seemed like, they're not here. We need them to be here.
Yeah.
We'll just sonic them in.
Yeah, it's like, we just ran away from them.
Yeah.
And we'll teleport them in. I don't like the idea of the sonic being used as it can do everything. Little things like the diagrams and stuff, that's fine, you know? We can get away with it. But the moment you start using it to teleport objects and stuff, it really did become a magic wand. It really did. What's your thoughts?
Well, I think that's scary as a way out for like writing and stuff. Mm-hmm. I think it can encourage writers to do things like when the Wrath Warriors just appeared out of thin air.
Yeah,
like,
it was pretty cheap.
Hello there.
Hello. I didn't like the silly voices. Anyways.
Yeah, the voices were weird.
I didn't like them. Moving
on. What do you think of the going through the bricks in the house and all that?
Fun.
Yeah. Thank you.
Fun. I liked how it was...
Something positive.
I liked the way Rachel directed it as well. I thought that was cool. Yeah, I thought that was fun. Why can't you do that, you know?
It's so funny, because I feel like people who don't live in the UK will be like, why are all the houses
stuck together?
Yeah. But it's like, it's kind of what it's like there.
Yeah, definitely. I liked it.
It's like the beep going past the sleeping guy. Meep. His mouth didn't move, by the way. I noticed.
Oh,
when he walked past.
Maybe they left it in a little bit too...
Goof of the
They added it in a little bit too late.
Maybe. It'd be funny if it walked past and went, meet.
But yeah, I like how the Doctor's like, it can liquefy cement, and Sean's like, that's mortar.
Yeah. All right, Bob the Builder. I recognise that reference from work.
Sean was fucking funny. When Sean walks in, he's like, something smells good, or whatever he said. What did he say?
Tuna masala.
Yeah. And it's just that shot of David and Meep turning around. I did, okay. Oh, fuck. I hate how negative this is, because I did enjoy parts of it.
Oh, no.
I sort of watched it, and I just thought, I love Murray with all my heart. But for the love of Christ, put the magic sticks away for 3 seconds. Just give me no score for 3 seconds. I actually genuinely think that the scene where the Doctor first walks in and Meep's got Donna's leg, I think that if you saw an unscored version of that scene, it would be significantly funnier than the scored version that we got. I thought it was the classic like boom 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 boom. Because I didn't find it funny. I found it funny when the score, I think, cut out and it was Sean at the end walked in. Mm-hmm. I thought that was funny. And I think the whole way through the episode there was some great little bits of score, some good scenes, some good scenes that were well scored. But I thought, upon the whole, it was... The pacing was all over the place, and I think the score also carried into that. You know, like it was... Yeah.
I think the pacing was really all over the place.
Did you hate how... We had a great little bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-ba, and then it cut itself off again. We had a little tease of Donna's theme.
Donna's theme, yeah.
I know this is new, and I know we shouldn't be sat here trying to be like, I wanted this old stuff, I wanted these old references. I thought the score throughout the episode did bugger all for me. There was just nothing that felt instantly iconic to me, whereas there is, even like Sagan stuff, there is moments where I've gone like that's instantly iconic for me. Like when the Time Lord Citadel was built and there was that beautiful piece of score. I felt like this. It was all nicely scored music, way too much of it, but I didn't feel any of it felt iconic. Only one raw watch.
Yeah, I think once you've rewatched it, you'll enjoy it a lot more.
Okay.
Aiden,
no,
please.
I think I will, and I will rewatch it.
Please give me a little something.
Yeah.
I'm worried about what I should say. Do you ever that saying like, be careful what you wish for? It's like, this is all I wished for, and it's right in front of me, and I can't help feel a little bit numb.
Well, I don't think it is what I wished for, to be honest.
I mean, more just being like, David's back, and Catherine's back, and
Yep.
Russell's back, and Murray's back, and it is like the old team from my childhood.
I think,
I don't know.
can I be honest? And these guys have earned their way. They have made some of the best Doctor Who, 100%. But I think it was slightly too confident in itself, creatively. I genuinely think Russell's script isn't good. I'm sorry. Like, I love Russell. I watched in the last week leading up to this. I have watched all of Years and Years and all of It's a Sin. Within the last month, I watched all of Queer as Folk, and a whole bunch of his Doctor Who. I genuinely think that this, whilst you feel like you are in safe hands, you feel like they're not going to make stupid decisions, which I think sometimes with Moffat, you're like, please don't do a silly thing here. I do think that the script was... I just didn't like the script. And I think the script was too confident. I think Murray was too confident. I think all of it just need to like be like, okay, no, let's just settle back. Let's just settle down. And I don't know. Reading the Writer's Tale recently, don't know if I've mentioned, I think there's times where Russell has had ideas and he has brought himself back in scripts. He has like a crazy idea, but then he brings it back. And there's times where he gets a crazy idea, but because of financial reasons, they have to bring it back. And I just thought this episode was just far too much. There was no reservations. It was just everything. It felt like a word vomit draft for me. I hate, I really hated. I really hated
The cracks all over London.
that was fine. I hated the early Wilf reference of he's no longer with us. Yeah, the moment she said that, you went, I knew where this joke
is going. Yeah.
And they played into it too much with like little zoom in on David.
Well, particularly now that he has passed, it just seemed really it felt like
I didn't like it, and it's so easy to cut.
They definitely teased Wilf heaps. It's like, we know you want it,
he's coming,
but you're not getting it. It's
I'm glad.
Okay,
I'm glad it's like he clearly wasn't supposed to be in this episode, which is good.
Right.
I'm glad that it's like they probably did film a lot of stuff for the Google with him in then.
Yeah.
So I'm keen for that. I'm so not ready, by the way. I had a look at Crispy and Troy's stream.
Yeah.
And everyone's like 9 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10, 9 out of 10, like in the comments. And I'm like, I'm not ready for the comment section on this because I do not want to be one of those YouTubers that sit here talking shit.
I've seen a lot of people with the same.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Okay, I only added a thing.
I would say actually it's pretty mixed.
Okay.
I have seen people really praise it, and I've had people who are pretty much like us, where like, they can admit that they enjoyed it, but pretty much just saying the same thing as us, like pacing wise, I think. Yeah, pacing. I can't get over the pacing.
That's what has killed it for me.
I was like, whoa. I get thrown everywhere. I'm like, yeah, whoa, wait. I want to digest that scene. No, what? Yeah, no, yeah, what? And I'm like,
it killed it for me.
I'm like, where? I can't really focus on anything
because with shit pacing, you don't feel attached to anyone. I love what they were doing with Rose, but I thought we didn't see any of like. Okay, I'll be honest. I don't think we saw much out of her character other than that she's transgender. Is that like I?
No, you can say that. No, yeah.
That obviously was handled really well, and I love the way it was handled. But I don't know what she likes. She likes to do a little art. She likes to do a bit of drama, but she's not good at it. But I don't know. Like I don't know who she is, and I just felt like because of the pacing, because of everything, you're going here, there, bloody everywhere. I just didn't feel attached to. I didn't feel attached to Donna, and I didn't buy into their relationship coming back together. None of that. It just didn't click for me. It really didn't, and I do hate to say it. I want to love this episode. I want to, and I'm sure I will like it more with time.
Yeah,
I really want to love it.
So, what do you think of the Doctor then?
I mean, he hasn't missed a beat. He's great, and he was the highlight of the episode for me.
More like, what do you think of it? Like his character? Do you sense like a different? I love when he said, "I love that man," and he uses the word "love" now.
Yeah.
Like, is this Aiden?
My character
didn't say it in the past, but
yeah,
Aiden's had more of a character arc on this podcast than Rose.
I loved David. His Doctor, yeah, I got to know him a bit more, you know. But I did enjoy him. I don't really have any much to say on him. He kind of is just 10 with a little bit different dialogue.
I'm gonna be real. I didn't love the whole, spaceship fuels from the Earth, and there's all these cracks.
What a load of bollocks!
Why did the cracks go back together?
Because sci-fi. Why does this fucking spaceship? Why does it blow up or draw fuel from citywide?
You have to get your fuel from somewhere, Aiden.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah. It's shit sci-fi. It's lazy writing. I love Russell's writing. Yeah. Years and years. It's a sin. Incredible. I'm going through them watching. Oh, he's incredible. Can't wait to see what he does with who. And I just don't think this episode at all reflected the genius that Russell is.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of like the episode needs to end with a big like bombastic, everything's blowing up and it's the end of London forever. Mm-hmm. It's like, and also like when Donna died, it's like we've all seen the trailers for one.
We've all been there, mate.
Like we understand she's not going to die. I thought that. It took me like a second rewatch to be like, because it was so quick.
So quick.
I was like, what? So what was the deal again? Like, how did she? I think what happened was because the door was between them both. Like he needed to give her back her memories so that she could do the switching.
Yeah, which in the moment I wasn't. It moved so quick that I genuinely was like,
I had to rewatch it.
He was giving all the memories back, and I was like, I don't know why you're doing this.
Yeah, I had the same thing. It was only on the rewatch where I was like, okay, now I kind of get it.
The episode for me felt like they didn't understand. The episode didn't understand that for, was it like 15, 14, 12 years? I don't know. But for like 15 years, all of us have been like, I don't think it understood the power that Dr. Donna heartbreak had. It was so easily fixed.
Which was my fear.
Yeah, it was so quickly fixed with little consequences. Mm. And that killed it for me. Oh, dude. The cringe that I had when Donna regenerated. Mm. What is going on, mate? What are we doing here? Is this series 10? What are we doing?
I don't know. Why did
it look so bad?
Yeah, that is a good point, by the way. I really hate to shit on CGI because particularly of just how poorly they're treated, all the workers. But I'm going to be completely real with you. This looked no different to a Jodie episode.
It did not. No step up.
There was no, and someone mentioned that in one of their reviews. And I was like, fucking hogwash. When I watch this, it won't be like they're just being negative. And I watched it and I was like, yeah, actually, it doesn't really. To me, like I think it looked like you're watching like a Jodie episode. I don't know if that's because they're saving a big budget for the next two. Mm-hmm. But this was supposed to be bombastic.
Yeah,
bring everyone in. Like a good episode for the old fans and bring in the new people. And I just don't think that what makes you're right with the whole like idea of like the whole TikTok viewing scenes. Like for example, when they dropped that clip of Rhodes with Beep in the shed,
great scene.
I think it's great, but it's so funny because in the episode I feel like it didn't work as well. Like it felt rushed. What do you?
Oh no! What are you gonna say?
What did you think? What did you? You gotta laugh the pain away a little bit, don't you? Oh, what else is this here gonna throw at me? What did you think of the sheds are TARDIS from?
I hate live. Why are we doing this? What a load of bollocks! What a load of shit! Do you know who I liked? Ruth Madley.
Yeah.
She was amazing.
Yeah.
The shed. I really.
It's a TARDIS. It has a little light on it.
know.
It shows up for a second.
Oh, we did not need that. Ruth Madley was great. I wanted more of her. I really hope she has a bigger role in the giggle because I wanted more of her.
She's in it.
I loved the little things that Russell does here. Okay, bit of credit. I've talked a lot of shit about Russell today. I liked just the little moment where the soldiers go up the stairs and there's a little line there where she's like, "Don't make me the problem," or something. I thought that was great. It was just like a small little thing that just makes you click on. You know how sex ed? It was like stairs,
Yeah.
and it just hammered it home. I thought this was a nice little thing of being like, here's something we all should be thinking about, accessibility, and I thought Russell did a good job of that. I thought Ruth Madley did great. I liked the little darts she has in the chest. That was cool.
Very
We all
James
have
Bond.
them.
Yeah.
What I didn't like the bazooka. that for me is again the whole like Russell just being a little bit too confident, being like, oh, and then she pulled a bazooka out of the show. Oh, they're gonna love this. And it's
We can afford it now.
we can do yeah. But the thing is, I felt like so much this episode felt like we can afford it now, and they couldn't.
Yeah.
Like it just didn't look. I thought the cinematography looked great. I thought it was some of the best Doctor Who's ever looked. But yeah, the VFX, it was fine.
I really liked the. I love how Kate put Wilf into a like a college.
But why? Why was it Kate?
I don't know. I don't know. I think that
They've never met?
wow.
I thought it would be better.
He's trying to justify it. I don't know. He's an old soldier. She's a unit.
I thought it would have been better to be like to mention like a companion that's passed or something, but maybe in universe they're still alive and be like, oh, no, they're their carer looking after them, and then the Doctor could be like, oh, that's real sweet, and it's just a little nod to them. And because we're gonna get Kate in a couple of episodes anyway, but I guess that is all connected, right?
Yeah.
The Doctor's the pacing will be like, the Doctor and Donna rock up at the care home. So good to see you. Oh my God!
Yeah.
It's Neil Patrick Harris!
Yeah, but like
He's so big!
Now I worry how that's going to go. You've just awakened something in me.
The pacing, this is all fucked.
I feel like Kate would have told the Doctor if she put Wilf in a care home. Like, she would have told him. She would have mentioned it. Because she knows how much he means to him.
Yeah.
Or her. Because that would have been... No, it would have... Like, she meets Matt Smith as well. Like, she's met 2 doctors before this.
Unless in the last year.
Yeah, but why in the last year? Like...
I don't... Yeah.
do you like the... I wore a bow tie and then I was a Scotsman and then I was a woman?
Yeah. Well, you get references like that all the time. In Who, that was fine.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Do you know what? I'm going to choose my words very carefully here.
Be careful.
Because this is going to sound like a joke now. Like, I'm all for, like... I love that Jodie was a doctor. I love that we had a female doctor. You know that. Mm-hmm. I knew, with all of my heart, I knew that there was going to be a line when Donna said, if you were still a woman, you would have known that. I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
And it did. I knew that was going to happen.
You know...
Please don't get angry at me for saying that.
No. That's all you're saying is that you knew something was going to happen. There's nothing wrong
And
with that.
it did. I'm a mind reader.
I'll give Russell some credit for the writing here as well. Is I thought that Donna was actually written a little bit more older and wiser than she is in series 4.
She's a mother, you know.
I really did feel like she has a more maternal figure about her. She's a little bit more mature. What?
I just laughing about it.
What a load of shit.
Really?
Well, it's like, it's one of those things, the more we're talking about it, the worse I'm enjoying.
I really enjoyed rewatching it.
I enjoyed watching it. Doesn't mean... I like the Bells of St. John.
Yeah.
This is Bells of St. John for me, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I enjoyed it, but a lot of it is like, what a load of shit.
It is quite Bells of St. Johnny.
It is. I don't even want to show my parents it, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I'm worried at showing my parents it.
I don't...
They're like, you want to put it on? I'm like, maybe tomorrow. You know what I might suggest to my family? I might say, let's watch it as a free. Because I'm really hoping... I mean, you want to... out of all the specials, I was hoping Wild Beyond...
Why Beyond?
Star Beast.
Oh, right, okay.
I was really hoping Star Beast would be the weakest. I think it achieved that, by the way.
Oh, you just wait and see.
I am quite nervous now.
My hype for this whole anniversary is gone.
It's like you put a fucking a pin in a balloon. It goes,
I know. I was
down.
I was counting down yesterday, crazy shit, and then I needed, with how underwhelming this episode was for me, I needed a better cliffhanger going into next week.
Oh, it ended so quickly.
Or a next time trailer that teased something more, rather than
we
being
could
like...
be anywhere. Like, it literally was so quick. We could go anywhere. I was like, what? Give me a second to breathe.
Yeah, you can hardly even hear him over the theme tune coming in. What? Oh.
Okay. I won't say anything more about this, but like there was a Reddit post like months ago about Donna with the coffee.
Yeah.
And it's true.
It still made me laugh when she did it. I laughed at that. And then it ended in 3 seconds time, and I was like,
that's why they go to this place that's going to be so significant. That's why. I was expecting something a bit different than... Well, what do you think of the TARDIS?
Amazing. Kind of.
Huge. It's quite empty. Like, it's so huge, and there's like nothing really in. It's just like it's like fuck me, I can't think. A Bridges.
Yeah.
And
what are you doing in it?
Where's the jukebox?
I thought the I don't think it's the first shot, but like one of the early shots of David running through it, going, "Yo!" Yeah. I loved that. I was like, it's like we're in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
Yeah.
And then they get into a scene there, and they just stood at the console, and it all sort of kicks in where it's like, oh, we've built this massive thing, but still all we can do is stand around the console.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
where do all those fucking bridges lead to?
They're all just like connected.
it's so many. Is it all just heading to the console? Like,
well, there's different corridors heading off.
But will we see them?
I hope so.
No, you won't see anything.
But I like a TARDIS to feel homely. Like, yes, it's the Doctor's ship. The size of it isn't the problem for me. It's the emptiness of it. And I'm not huge on the bleak white look. It's just it's another thing that's like, it's just not homely.
I like all the
it's
round
the Star
thing
Trek
lights.
Enterprise.
When the lights started going, I felt a bit more. It does just feel like, I think the size of it and the fact they build it is like incredible.
Incredible, yeah.
But I do feel like there's just like I think the reason why I love Peter's TARDIS so much is because like in the background it has like all the bookshelves and like the guitar on like the vinyls.
They can sit on the stairs and have a chat.
Sit on the stairs. They have chairs and stuff. Like the chalkboard. Like it felt like it had different layers to it.
And Smith's whimsical TARDIS, they have the underground bit, and they're like, looking up through the glass, but they have conversations on that. They have End of Doctor's wife, Amy and Rory, are like sat on the stairs talking to the Doctor who's underneath. You can do cool things with the blocking in that. I don't think you can with this one, because maybe you can have some scenes where the Doctor's down at the bottom talking to someone up the top, but it doesn't feel as cozy as those scenes would in a smaller TARDIS. I get the TARDIS is meant to be bigger on the inside. I get we're trying to be huge and have a big budget. But I think it's another thing that is a little bit too confident. It's like, the TARDIS is massive. It's the biggest TARDIS you've ever seen in your entire life.
What's in it? Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. We'll figure that out later.
That's what I mean. Like, I think people are like blowing smoke up their own asses because, like, I saw a lot of people on Twitter being like, 10 out of 10. I'm like, I feel like this 10 out of 10 thing has been getting way too much like confidence lately. I'm like, that means it's a masterpiece. Like, are you serious? Like, I will rewatch it again.
I will.
For the third time. Because it's just so nice to have it back. But I didn't, I gotta say, like, I think that, I think it's just a little bit upsetting because I had so much confidence in it. And I was just like you, I was like, you know, there's no way Russell... I don't know. I don't want to be mean. I generally did enjoy watching it. I think what I expect from the show though is different to like maybe like a standard viewer. Same with you, where like I care about character moments. I care about scenes that are allowed to breathe. It didn't allow me to breathe for like a fucking second. I was gasping for air the whole episode. You know.
Yeah. Literally the whole time it's like, come on, just let me catch up.
God, what a twat I feel. That made me look a right tit. me on my Instagram story on my personal account. Tune in this Sunday.
I know.
I'm like, no, don't
do it. Please.
Don't do it.
Delete post.
Do you know what actually sucks? I actually mean this. Like, when I was watching the episode, I was literally like, man, like, I kind of wish that I kind of want to see Shooty's era because I'm like, I don't know if this is going to work.
Yeah.
Did you feel the same?
I have the same thought.
I don't know if this was a great idea.
I was like, I hope, you know, we're 2 seasons into filming Shooty's era. I hope.
Stop it, Aiden.
You know what I mean? Like, at least with Chibnall, you can tell each season they did try and subtly correct a few things that were talked shit in the previous season. Whereas this is like, man, we've got 3 years of it. We're spiraling, Connor. We do not need to be thinking that Shooty's era is shit. Everything we've seen, like the 2 shots we've seen of Shooty's era, fantastic. I'm
really keen to, and I hope that... I think there's definitely a chance that next week can be really great and giggle.
I agree.
I think this could just be maybe like a bit of a misfire, maybe. With that being said, again, I actually did
enjoyed it. Next week doesn't have as much to set up, and doesn't have to rush getting Donna her memories back. I just hate that I didn't feel... Did you feel like the Doctor was like running around being like, oh, we've got to stop this, and then it cut away to another small scene, and then it cut back to the Doctor, and he was really sad, and there was
he just gave up. He's like,
it's done.
Yeah, we've run out of time.
I don't know because I've said the little scene that we got from Wherever Yonder in the trailer, the little extended bit in the middle, was like, let's go and kick his ass. I don't like that scene in the trailer, so I don't know.
That's the thing, like, watching the Wild Blue Yonder trailer, I did a reaction video to it. You can see my reaction. I literally...
Straight face the whole time.
I mean, first of all, what did it give us? It was like
Nothing.
15 seconds, and I kind of finished it, and I had a point where I just, like, this won't be in the video, but I was like, the fuck do I say about it? There's nothing to say. And I had to just be like, yeah, I mean, doesn't really give us much. And I'm like, what a pointless video this is going to be.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I should put it that, because it's like, what reaction did I do?
We need them views.
It's like, yeah, I mean, I just, I'm like, what? So what's the dealio here?
That's what I thought the whole way through the episode. I was like, what is the dealio here?
Oh, crumbs.
Oh, no.
I woke up 2:30 for this. It's like, there's got a dedicated fan base, you know,
and we've been betrayed.
I was so curious to check Twitter because I was like, and I got to admit, I was very surprised to see, and unfortunately, I think maybe people are Phantom Menacing in it a bit. That saying about Phantom Menace, people saw it first and they were in denial. I think this episode will go down forever for me. I think I can probably speak for you as well, as an episode that is just like fine.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be...
I hate that so much.
Me too.
You know what I don't do with Doctor Who? Rewatch those episodes that are just fine.
Yeah.
I'm always rewatching Human Nature, Family of Blood, Waters of Mars, you know, Stolen Earth. Very rarely watch Journey's End. Sound of Drums. Very rarely watch Last of the Time Lords. You don't see me rewatching the Sontaran Stratagem as much as you hate the fact that you don't hear me rewatching The Unicorn and the Wasp. I don't go back to these fine episodes of Who. I hope I come back to this a lot, and I will rewatch this once we've got this episode out.
It was like Partners in Crime from Wish.
It was like Partners in Crime though is 45 minutes and handles the pacing beautifully.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
This, I don't even know.
What I don't get,
why did it go so wrong?
I'm really like, and this is what scares me the most.
Yeah.
I think, and I can't tell you how much I hope I'm wrong with this, but I do think that with Russell coming back and him being the person that he is now in TV and being this giant, I do worry that there are people who aren't saying things like you said, like, bring it back a little bit, like, maybe this isn't a great idea.
Yeah.
Like, I think when we instantly started on that shot with David, I just, something inside me was just like,
oh no.
Yeah, I was like, this doesn't seem like a great idea, and I think that's what's scary about it.
Yeah.
I'm really, you know how heartbroken I am, like, going on Twitter and seeing people be like, I absolutely loved it, and I'm like, why can't I feel like this? I
was getting my McMuffin, my hangover McMuffin,
mm-hmm.
And whilst I was waiting in the drive-thru, that's when I jumped onto, because I watched Richard Lloyd's review, which was kind of fair. It was probably a lot more positive than ours, but it still acknowledged a lot of the problems with it. And then I jumped over to Who's There, which was about to start their live episode, just so I could read the comments and get a lay of the land. And everyone was going 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. And I literally, like Soul and Better Call Saul on the steering wheel. I literally was like, I yelled like 5 times in a row, what is wrong with me? Am I fucking insane?
Yeah,
like, I am for doing that. Over and over again though. The whole drive back to my house from Macca's, I was just like, am I insane?
Yeah.
Am I fucking crazy?
Am I out of touch? No, it's the audience who are wrong.
Well, I just think, I do think it's a thing where it's the same people that love Marvel movies and they go and enjoy a Marvel movie. Yeah. Good for them. I don't think that I go to Doctor Who to want the silly sci-fi stuff anymore. It's like I go to it because I want heart and emotion and good stories, which I do think we've been deprived of in Who for a long time. Some proper good heart. There's been moments, but this was supposed to be the episode where I felt again for Doctor Who, and it just didn't. And I literally had the thought watching that on the drive back where I was like, am I just not? Am I not too old? Like, I don't think you can be too old for Doctor Who, but have I just moved on from it? That's where it took me to, Connor.
Oh God.
That's where this episode took me to.
Really?
It's like I enjoyed it, but I enjoyed it as much as I might enjoy another piece of television. You know, yeah. I enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed Ahsoka. Ahsoka was pretty shit, but so is this episode. No, it wasn't shit. Wasn't shit. All right, Connor.
Am I dreaming still?
I think I'm drunk.
Do I need to be woken up?
I think I'm still drunk.
Did someone?
I'm not, by the way. I did say I drove. I'm not still drunk.
I'm gonna wake up and be like, oh, time to watch the Star Beast, and it was all a dream.
It's amazing.
So, what do you give it out of 10?
I just remembered the TARDIS shed.
Oh my Christ! That's why the shed. It generally, it didn't seem that different from a Chris Chibnall episode. I'm just going to be honest.
Yeah, it didn't.
I didn't feel it was like a different writer.
No, I didn't feel like it was Russell. 6 out of 10. I was going to be more generous.
I'm going to say 7. But I maybe I'm being kind. Whatever, who cares? My life's over anyway. The 60th.
Nothing to look forward to anymore.
It kind of feels like that.
Also,
I don't feel
it's not exactly the 60th anniversary specials, is it? It's sort of the David Tennant's back specials. I know this has been a theory for a long time, and we are only one episode into it. But I definitely was not watching this going, the 60th anniversary, baby. I watched it going, there goes my childhood. Bye. What a mess.
I wish I feel like next to no hype for the rest of it.
Seriously, I'm dead. I don't care. Just close the show. You know, we had a good run. It's had a good run. We don't need it anymore. We don't need Doctor Who anymore. It's tried. It's like watching the Freo Dockers play. You know, we tried last year. We had a good run. Let's just leave it at that. You know, let's not go through.
Surely not. Surely
just
next
close
week.
It. Just can't, please.
Surely next week it's really good.
Surely.
I mean, I hate that we're like this.
I do. I think it's kind of funny.
I hope everyone.
I love just us two fucking wankers. Been so excited this episode for 13 months. What we're talking about is I just can't wait. It's going to be so amazing when Russell comes back. And it comes out. And what a load of shit.
We've lost it.
I'm losing my fucking mind.
How did this happen? How did this happen?
I don't think I've ever lost my mind like this on the pod before. Alright, folks.
Is it Jova?
It's Jova. Close the show, mate. We're done. Alright, we will be back later in the week to preview Wild Blue Yonder. Don't know what there is to preview for it, but hey. We'll do that. I think on about Thursday that's going to drop. So that'll be good, won't it, Connor? You feel like you've come out of the. You've got like post nut clarity now. Like you've gone.
What sucks the most? I don't want to. I feel like I don't even want to do like the live stream tonight and talk about it because I just don't know if I have the energy.
You don't have to. We've done the pod. We're here.
Yeah, that's what sucks though. I should be doing backflips right now. I should be so excited.
Mm. No, we're just sat here just laughing. I'm got a tear.
Now, you know what? I ain't gonna do it. How about that?
I think I just had a mental breakdown live on air.
Me too. I love how we just laughed away our pain. We generally lost it.
Okay, guys. Thanks for watching, listening. Let us know what you want before. Chuck down your theories for next week's episode in the comments
if there
below.
are any.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. That's my alarm. On that note, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe. If you haven't, we would like 1,000. We've got 1,000 subscribers. Never mind. We don't need to do this anymore.
Doesn't matter anymore.
Does not matter. Nothing matters. It's broken.
My life has been a lie.
It's a little shit. It's a lot of shit. It's so shit. It's so shit. Let's just not even sing the theme song. Let's just.
What's the point?
Let's just have the pod. Should we? Well, Doctor Who's back.
Is it?
Just not how we wanted it. I don't know. It's Aiden and Colin's podcast doing Doctor Who reviews, doing Doctor Who reviews. Okay. Oh, that was nice.
Fade to black.